Hello, everybody. That few people that may be watching this right now. You're watching the live episode of the Attack on Anime podcast, where we have a live Q&A with all of the hosts. My name is Thisvthattv, and I'm here with my other co-host.
Hey guys, I'm Toradora the second, aka the BlackCriticGuy.
Hello.
Black's dead, so he won't be coming anytime soon.
Because I'm black and I'm sick and dead.
So, is everybody ready to go?
You know me, man. I'm keeping it sexy.
Still waiting for comments. I guess we'll just open the floor for questions for everybody that is in the comment section.
Yes, please. Flood away. I see we got Kirino is my bitch, and Animeholic XD49 or 94.
Yeah.
So, by the way, Kirino is a bitch. I wouldn't call her my bitch though. Fucking hate her. Fucking hate her.
But yeah, I guess while we're waiting for questions rolling, we could kind of just talk about some stuff that's been going on. You got any interesting stories that you guys have seen today?
I'm dead.
Dead. All right then. I guess
there's an interesting documentary. There's an interesting documentary about Studio Ghibli and like Hayao Miyazaki's, like when he was making his sort of final film, The Wind Rises. That looked really interesting. I would love to watch it when I get the chance.
Well, recent things that I've been doing. Well, first of all, I found out Tokyo Ghoul Season 2 is going to be like is not going to pick up from Season 1.
Alternate universe.
Yeah, that pissed me off. That was retarded.
Wait, so they're just going to start from wherever now? That's what you're saying.
It's not going to start from. Well, I mean, it's supposed to be like a completely different series, basically.
Yeah, he's like, you want resolution with the first season? Fuck you.
Yeah, really. Like everything in Season 1 like built up to like the end of it, and then Season 2 they're like, no, fuck you. We're just gonna start over.
Oh, no more. You're not gonna answer your questions. I'm sorry.
That was stupid. And then what was the other thing? Fucking. Oh yeah, so I was like behind on like Sword Art Online, and then I started to try and watch it the other day. That thing turns to shit. I swear. I'm like. Like no, okay. The first season and a half, the first season, the first half of the second season, I thought it was good, and everyone was telling me it was bad. I thought it was good, but the second half of the second season, oh my god, this shit is boring as fuck.
That series just has a curse when it comes to its second half. Like the second half of the first season was not that good.
This isn't spoiling anything, but this is the problem that Sword Art Online has. The whole concept of Sword Art Online like isn't even like about what the show's about anymore. Like, you know, they're in the Sword Art Online area, like they're in the world, and then like once you've beaten the game, then there's nothing more for you to do. Now you're just screwing around.
True. We have a question in the comment section right now. One was a quick question. I don't know how serious this question is, but it's pretty much how much anime girls do you get? Do you have any waifus, and if so, who or what?
Wait, what?
I posted the question in the chat. Like, do you have any waifus? If so, who or what?
How much pussy you get? What the heck?
All the anime bitches love my anime.
Wait a minute, is that a comment from like the thing?
Yeah, that's the comment from the live stream. Yeah.
13 swagger. Well, okay.
So
Here we go.
Anybody have an answer for his question? Or
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, guys, here. I didn't know.
Dying over there.
Look, bro. Like a hella anime pussy, bro. I had one dick sucking my dick, and I bust like a Kamehameha in her face. I'm done.
All right.
You sound like Lil Wayne when he's like coughing up a storm. Man.
He had a few bars to spit on that matter. He was like,
"Young mother, baby." I would say, to answer that question, I'll be honest. I don't get pussy from anime, but I do have a bunch of waifus. Yakumo Skamato from School Rumble is my down she's my waifu. She's my main squeeze.
Best girl.
Mako from Kill la Kill is like my second waifu, and then I have a bunch of others. But those are the two that really stand out to me.
Fuck Mako.
Ooh, shots fired. I see you.
Yeah, like BCG. Not a lot of. I'm gonna just go ahead and list some of my favorite female anime characters. I guess that's what you mean. What's her name? Inaban from Kokoro Connect, I guess. And
what was that?
Clapping. I'm assuming.
That was me clapping.
And
oh, that was you clapping. Okay.
Hell yeah, Inaba, she is my other waifu, so I mean, love her too. Go ahead, Thisvthattv.
It's actually kind of a good question because I never really thought about it in terms of like waifu or whatever. But let's see, I really like Harui because she's just kind of crazy, I guess. And then what else? I don't know. That's a tough question to come off the top. That's pretty much all I got right now.
What's waifu?
It's like I'm pretty like your wife or whatever in anime, I guess. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure that's what Cause Black tells his pillow every night. He's like, "You're my waifu." Come here, baby.
Basically, I guess I don't know. The main character, the boxer chick from Sakurasou. You want seen it? No.
Oh, I haven't seen it, but I think I know what you're talking about.
And then the chick that controls water.
Well, you Heavenly Controller?
Yep. What do you got? What do you got?
Feel that? Why?
Heavenly Controller.
You there? Oh, looks like we lost Heavenly Controller.
We might have lost him. There's another question. It's from Hunter Banks. He said, "What is your most anticipated anime of 2015?"
Toradora season 2.
My most anticipated anime is All My Niggas Are Dead. It's gonna be a hardcore crime drama starring Tupac Shakur and Biggie Smalls as anime characters. So it's gonna be good anime.
That sounds so spiritual. Like I feel like it's gonna motivate me to change my life around.
There you go. See.
Let's see. Honestly, I can't really think, as I haven't really been keeping up with all the newest stuff that's coming out. But I guess I might just have to agree with Black and just say Toradora, DRR, whatever how you say season 2. I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm assuming Heavenly Controller is still not here. He's just gone. Yeah, he's gone.
See ya.
Oh man.
What was yours?
My computer just restart. Did you guys even notice I was gone?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. We're like, where'd he go?
Oh.
But
my computer just turned off on its own. I was like, the heck?
But you didn't answer the waifu question. We were wondering who's your waifu.
Oh yeah, no. Okay, I got a couple. First, I got what's her face from. Shit, what was her name?
Dude, I love what's her.
What's that bitch from Heaven's Lost Property? I'm not an anime per se. I'm just waiting on that freaking Naruto movie to get subbed so I can watch that shit.
Yeah.
And then, other than that, I'm sure there's something. Oh yeah, and then was this 2015 or 2016? I'm waiting on that Attack on Titan season 2 also.
that's 16, man.
Yeah. Okay. Well then, fuck that too. I don't really thought about it. There's a lot of anime that I have, like, I've been catching up on a lot of anime that I just never got around to watching, so, like, I haven't even been looking towards the future. I've been trying to catch up on stuff that I never got around to watching. Like, I've been just starting out and watching, like, Code Geass and, fucking, what was the other one? I've been watching old stuff.
I love how you said Code Geass. I like that.
Yeah.
No, you know what's stupid about, you know what's confusing about that anime is that the fact that there's, like, frickin', like 4 or 5 different series. I'm like, how am I supposed to know the order? Like
For Code Geass?
Yeah.
It's just Code Geass R1 and R2. All the rest are just OVAs and spin-offs.
Lucifer Rebellion R1 and R2.
Yeah, I heard that some of them are just like summary movies or something like that. So I was like, okay, I'll skip those. Alright then. Yeah. Oh yeah, I need to finish that one anime, Bakuman, about the manga artist too. That one was legit.
So we got an interesting question here as well. From hold on. Where's it? I was just fucking looking at it. Where is it? Oh, from Kirino is my B1 itch. Apparently, that's how the name is pronounced. But anyway, what's your opinions on the Monogatari series franchise? You
On the
guys
what?
familiar with that?
Monogatari. I'm familiar with it, but I've never seen it.
There's
unfortunately.
Baki
I wanna see it.
Monogatari, Nishi Monogatari, Katana Gatari, stuff like that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking. I've never seen it though.
I've seen the
I
first
want to. I'm actually that's something that I've been thinking about watching, but I've never just gotten around to.
I don't even know what the hell you guys are talking about.
I did why.
one.
Young Mola, baby.
Monogatari. Black, you alive?
You still alive, Black?
Yeah.
He's hanging on us. He's hanging on a limb there.
What's up? I'm like sick. If y'all ain't realized.
Yeah.
But to answer that question, I saw the first one and I hated it. Like I couldn't stand it. And people were telling me like, "Oh, it's because you don't get it, Tony." There's a lot of use of like play on words, at least Japanese phrases, which
Or
I'm not
translated
fucking
incorrectly.
Japanese, so I do.
Yeah, I hate
what?
shit like that. Like, well, like sometimes anime will have a certain message in the way that they say things, but if their language isn't translated in the same way in English, then we don't know what the fuck's going on. Like sometimes people will say something in Japanese, and like you read it in English, and then it sounds like what the hell? Sounds really retarded.
Bring
Like
up
honestly, when people when you like watch an anime and you see all this shit they're talking about, and it really sounds bizarre. It's not even like it doesn't even sound like that in their language. It's just that when you translate what they're saying in English, it sounds retarded. Like.
Another thing is, Brina Palencia told me that sometimes the voice actors have to improvise because normally there's more syllables for like the word hello in Japan and then in America, you know. So
Mhm.
then
Oh,
you
well,
need
like
to
to
add
fill in the
extra
mouth
words in
movements
to
or
fill in,
something?
for the dub,
Yeah.
which is a problem why dubs are kind of booty.
Yeah, because sometimes, like, if you notice in an anime and an English translation, they'll have to try to say the same thing but with different words so that it matches the time frame that it said it.
Yeah. It's just that should make you just appreciate like the good dubs even more because of how much work they have to put into it. But
Yeah, because they gotta sit there and that takes a lot of work.
I want some
Wait,
ice
there are
cream.
good dubs? Oh!
shots fired. Let's see. We have another question here. It was pretty sure it was from Laser Show. Laser Show 9876 is, what is the worst anime you've ever seen?
Wait, haven't we said this before? I can't remember what I said.
We talked about our like least favorite anime cliche characters and stuff, but we never like actually said like what our least favorite anime actually is.
Infinite Shadows.
Generally, if an anime is bad, I don't finish it. Like I don't watch it.
I usually drop it, but I would say Infinite Stratos was pretty bad.
I wish I was like you guys. I wish I could just drop a bad anime. I always tell myself, you know what, just persevere. If maybe it's something good's gonna come, Tony, you don't keep going. And then I just want to take a pistol to my head and be like, shut the fuck up. The worst anime I ever seen, and it still holds as the worst anime I ever seen, was Green Green. God
Green Green?
damn it.
Man, I love that anime.
See, I can't tell if you're serious or you're trolling me, Black, because if you truly like Green Green, my opinion about you is going to be lessened, because that anime, it makes me feel like there's no hope. Like this is as far as we go with anime, and it's downhill. There's nothing about it that's good. Not a single iota of goodness came out of it. I struggle to find anything good about it. It's terrible.
Man, that's hard. I can't think of a.
Yeah,
I can't think of a bad anime that I've watched. Because if an anime is bad, I like fuck this. Well, I'm trying to think though.
What's an anime that you saw that you thought was bad and you're like, fuck this?
Naruto.
I don't even know, because like if I don't make it past the first 2 episodes, I don't even remember it. Like, I'm trying to think. I mean, there are some anime I won't call them bad. There are some anime where I couldn't get past the first couple of episodes, but that's not necessarily because they were bad. It's just that I don't know. I just didn't get to watch. Like I never got past like the 5th episode of Claymore, not because I thought it was bad.
What?
Yeah, it depends. It's just taste thing.
I liked what I watched from Claymore though. I just never got around to watching the rest.
We're not friends.
I like Trigun too. Trigun's really good. But
Black.
What?
I actually just watched
Black,
the
I
episode
got a
recently. I'm like halfway through it, but I haven't finished that one either. There are just some anime that
Black,
get captivated faster than others. That's all.
You got a question for me?
Dude, okay, I think you want to answer this. This is from the Quackers official. He says, "Would you tap Celty's ass even though she ain't got no head?"
Wait, who is that?
Celty from Toradora. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, she's in her head.
Having no head is
Yeah,
like,
so what do you say?
Yeah, sure.
I didn't expect it.
I mean, at least you don't got an ugly face.
I was
Can I put baby oil on her ass?
Here's
She can't say
here's
no.
another
'Cause she's got
question
no
for
mouth.
all of us.
Well, she can't talk. She actually has full 360 vision.
Yeah, it's like she can talk. It's just
She can
her head.
text
She's like,
on her phone.
She can talk with no head. The fuck?
yeah. You just have to watch the show. Like it's fantasy.
Yeah, you need to watch it. Okay, we got another question from Animeholic XD94. I want to ask something I asked Tony to talk to you a while ago, but I never got an answer. And the question was that, would you think about doing a podcast in the start of each new anime season, giving your thoughts on all the starting animes, what animes you find interesting, what animes are you hyped for, etc.?
That
So
would be
basically-
Like, going over the fall,
I'd say,
spring,
like-
summer, winter season of anime and stuff like that.
I think that's what he means. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when
Yeah.
it happens, I guess, like, you know, right now we're in the winter anime, I think it is.
Yeah. Winter season.
Actually, let me see.
Winter's coming.
winter.
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
Damn it! Who said winter is coming? They stole my line.
But yeah, I guess like I don't think we'd mind. Is just does anybody here like keep up with a whole bunch of current stuff?
Yes and no.
What is the winter?
A lot
What
of
is
times
the
I just like to like wait till it finishes sometimes and then just marathon it instead of just having
That's
like
what I
wait
do.
week by week. Something like it depends.
That's what
If
I
it's certain things, I might watch it weekly if I really get into it, or if I don't have time. But usually it's just marathoning it is the best way of watching for me.
I still haven't gotten through my freaking fall season anime yet. Like I'm still watching that Mada no Oto Venatus show, and then if I ever get around to watching Terraformers again, one anime that looked interesting to me, which isn't even my type of genre that I watch, it's called Dana Ganani Wo, I think, something like that, something Dana Ganani something, and then it ends with like a Wakarata some shit. But what it's about is like it looks like these two people are married and they don't really know each other or something. It's really weird. But yeah, I'd probably watch that one, and then I think it's one of those. Actually, let me see. I'm gonna search it right now. Okay, here it is. It's called Dakan. Okay, hold on. Dana Ganani wo Itiru. Okay, fuck it. I'm not even reading that shit. But it says Kaoru is a serious office lady who's passionate about her job. Her husband Hajime, on the other hand, is a hardcore otaku who lives a nearly shut-in lifestyle. Haruka worries about her husband, but they get along better than you'd think. And he's like super nerdy, and she's like super hot, and somehow they're married, which doesn't really make any sense. And then I also want to watch this Fate Say thing, since apparently it's been rebooted. I never watched that before.
Have you seen Phase Zero?
Yeah, I heard a lot of good things about that.
To watch Fate, you need to look up like there's a whole bunch of different ways you can watch it. There's, like the Fates route, Unlimited Blade Wars route, Heaven's route. Like it's weird. You just have to like look it up and see what order you want to watch it in.
Weird.
Because like there's Phase Zero, Fate Stay Night, and then the remake of Fate Stay Night that Ufotable is making right now. So, but
Yeah.
they're all Phase Zero is good. I completed that, and the original Fate Stay Night's okay. It's actually it's decent. So you should have a good time watching those.
And then the other fall anime I'm watching, I've already mentioned, like Trinity 7 and Shingeki no Bahamut Genesis, and then I want to look at that I Tenchi Muyo, the reboot, because I used to watch Tenchi Muyo, and that shit was awesome. I still have like VHS tapes of Tenchi Muyo episodes. Like I used to buy those things. They were hilarious. Like I would watch them over and over again.
We got another question, gents. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So, from a otaku with glasses, what
What the fuck is wrong with
what
you?
are your thoughts on Love Live School Idol Project?
Haven't seen it. I think Tony, you did a review of that, right?
Yes, I did.
See, I haven't seen it yet. I was interested in it when I saw your review, and I was like, oh, okay, I might check this out eventually, but I haven't watched it yet.
It's probably gay.
You're one to talk, Black.
Hey.
The way it sounds right now, you might not be around long enough to finish, so don't worry about it.
You sound like my grandmother, dude. Hey.
Question from Gabriel.
What about you, Evan?
Oh, go ahead.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, bad. I jumped the gun.
Have you ever seen Love Live?
Nope. If it's not a shonen, I most likely haven't watched it.
Okay, then. All right, moving on, then. This be that?
I was going to say, it's another show that I personally haven't seen, but I think HeavenlyController has seen it. Since it just ended, what are your thoughts on Akame ga Kill by Gabriel SR? He wants to know what you think about it because he is thinking about watching it. So, what's your opinion?
On the ending? I haven't watched the last episode.
One, your name is Gabriel.
Wow, Black. All right.
Wow, really? Don't alienate our audience, Black.
But I can say, though, about Akame ga Kill, I haven't watched the last episode, and it's kind of obvious it's going to happen anyway, so I don't really need to, but I'm going to. But my thing about Akame ga Kill is that...
No spoilers, no spoilers.
Like, it should have had... No, I'm not going to spoil anything, but it should have been longer. Like, I feel as though the pacing was really good at the beginning, and then they just, like, started getting carried away and just started rushing the shit out of the series, like, towards the last maybe few episodes. Like, they're like, all right, we got to finish it. Like, they were, like, I don't know. It should have been, like, a 50-episode anime, in my opinion. Like, it would have been a lot better for that, but... Because I was captivated in it, and then they're just like, yeah, fuck this character, all right, let's go. I'm like, okay, then. So, like, I didn't appreciate that. But I guess they just, if they can... I mean, it's one of those things, I feel as though they were, like, trying to go for more episodes and then just decided halfway that they wanted to cut them down. Like, if they knew that there were only going to be 24 episodes in the entire series from the beginning, then they should have adjusted the pacing accordingly. But they were going... Like, they could have sped up some of the stuff in the beginning that was unnecessary for the sake of filling in those gaps instead of making the beginning, like, it almost feels like there's not a beginning, middle, and end. It feels like there's a long beginning and then an end. Like, it doesn't even feel like there's a middle. Like, we don't even, it's just, well, I can't really spoil anything, but it's just, that's how it felt like. It just felt like they spent a long time introducing people, and then they're like, all right, we all know each other, but they really didn't give them a lot of time to even get to know each other. And we were just, like, they just almost as though, like, the series acts like there's, like, a gap in between that we're supposed to know about that they don't actually show on screen. Like, we're supposed to just know, oh, these characters have had a long relationship together when it actually was just, like, an episode ago when they met. Like, no, that doesn't work for me.
Has anybody else seen Akame ga Kill?
No, I want to.
You want to, but you just haven't yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the situation I'm in right now. But let's see. Feel free to continue leaving your questions. I think we're running a little low right now. I'll try to find one. Let's see.
I found one.
Well, go ahead.
This is from Flipside. He asks, what do you guys think is better? Toradora, rated one of the best rom-coms of all time, which is complete bullshit, and Sakurasou no Pet na Kanojo, rated top of the tier for rom-com. Which, again, that's another... These two animes
well, I guess we know
do not belong in the rom-com. Not belong in the rom-com section. They're not romantic comedies. They're romantic dramedies. That's what they are. A romantic comedy is like freaking School Rumble, Heaven's Lost Property. Those are romantic comedies. There's way too much drama in Toradora and way too much drama in Sakurasou to be categorized as a romantic comedy.
I get what you mean there, but I haven't seen the second one. What's that called?
Sakurasou no Pet na Kanojo?
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet. I've seen Toradora, and I guess I get what you mean by the whole drama. There is a lot of drama in it.
I mean, is there funny parts in it, though?
Yeah, like, that's the thing. Like, they do have their moments and comedic moments and stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, think of it from a TV perspective, though.
The first 10 episodes are funny. Like, they're hilarious. But after episode 10, the anime decides to take a 180-degree turn and become, like, extremely dramatic in the span of an episode. And I was like, wow, is this the direction we're going to go with? And that's
But
what
is it only
happens.
for like one episode when they're really serious, or is it just like it continued to be like that from then on out?
No, it's continuously serious from that point on.
Yeah,
Because
because
there's
drama part
there's-
is like over near the end of the series.
It's like a weird love hexagon at the end of the anime, and like there's like multiple girls that likes the main guy, and they all trying to fight like to see who's gonna get with who, and blah blah blah, and it's a mess.
Sounds like the well, first of all, that sounds like the plotline for every anime ever that has that area harem anime type anime. But it sounds like what they did is like, oh, let's make the first 10 episodes. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like they started like, well, let's make the first 10 episodes rom-com genre so we can fit in that genre, and then totally change the subject material and then like still be categorized as rom-com even though it's not like that anymore.
That's exactly it.
We just
That's
gotta.
exactly it.
We just got like a whole slew of questions here. I guess we'll start with a couple of one. Nate Dog 14 says, "Who is the nerdiest out of all of us?"
Oh, I would definitely say Tony. Tony knows shit that I never even heard of. But I would like to say like I think I'm the biggest like I think I'm a good all around nerd. Like I don't just like watch anime all day. Like I freaking play a shit ton of video games. Like and yeah, I mean I do a bunch of other stuff. Like if I only watch anime, oh I tell you. Like if I just watched anime, oh I will watch a whole bunch more anime. Like like in the past maybe 3 days I've already put in like 60 hours into Kingdom Hearts, so I could have been all out of time watching anime.
Your tweet about that.
Oh yeah, I was just like, as the first, I wasn't going to buy the. Well, I'm not going to get too much into this, but I wasn't going to buy the first one because I already had all the games for PS2 in that collection. But then the second one came out, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to buy them all. So that's what I did. So yeah. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm like, and also what is like, I watch like a lot of TV shows too, like Flash, Arrow, Walking Dead, and all that stuff too. So Game of Thrones. So like, I'm like a super nerd in that circumstance. Like,
I guess
if I knew what you categorize it as.
Yeah, I was just saying like it depends on whatever you decide to categorize as a nerd or whatever, because like I'm into like some nerdy things, I guess what people would say, like anime, video games, but then of course like I'm into a bunch of other stuff too, so I guess it just depends on how you define nerd, I guess. But yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, because like I feel as though if I knew as much about anime as Tony did, and I knew as much as I did about all these different games, like I literally buy every new game that comes out and play it. Like if I knew like as much about anime and gaming, like someone would wonder, does he even sleep? Like does he go outside? Like this guy's an American otaku. He doesn't even do shit but stay at home and just lock himself to his computer. Like literally, I would say like out of my 20. Talking about like if I knew as much about anime as you did, plus all the other stuff like gaming and TV shows and stuff, that would be pretty intense. Like, like I mean, I think I like anime just as much as any other super anime nerd. It's just a matter of the amount of time I have to put into it and spread that out between everything else, really. Because like that's why I stick to one genre because it's what I'm used to. But I don't mind exploring other genres of anime and stuff like that too. Like it's just when I get around to it.
So many animes out there, so little time.
Black, how nerdy are you?
Speaking of time, though.
Black is definitely the
Speaking of time, though.
Black is so nerdy, he's like a reverse nerd, and he gets all them nerdy bitches, right, Black?
Oh, they did one. She was dope.
Oh, no, that's a short of itself. Trying to find a nerdy chick that's hot and isn't a fucking weirdo.
She was kind of weird, but it was bearable.
That's a really hard. That's really hard.
That's
They're
the life's
unicorns,
mission
bro.
right there.
But
They're unicorns. They can't be found.
But gents, I actually have to leave you now. I gotta go pick up my mom from work. So I have fun with this turned out even better than we expected. So I'm very happy that everyone was commenting and giving us questions. So hopefully we'll do this again. We'll all talk about it later. And yeah.
Hey Tony, real quick before you go, you still there?
All right. Yeah, I'm still here.
Let's see. Otaku with Glasses dared everybody here to say Mayuri's catchphrase from Steins Gate if you've seen it.
I don't even know.
Since you're about to leave. Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know
Okay,
how I
I
was gonna
guess
say this, but
that's
I'll just say it.
People be watching some weird ass shit, man. I'm like,
You gotta watch
I'm
the
everyone's
anime.
watching
Heavenly.
Bleach and
It's not
Naruto.
like-
People are watching fucking romantic comedy anime. I'm like, what?
You gotta watch Steins Gate,
Steins
man.
Gate is not a romantic
You
comedy.
just gotta watch Steins
You
Gate.
need to watch it. See, you're in that like that mainstream stuff, man. You gotta watch some of those obscure ones that are just amazing hidden gems of anime. You gotta watch.
Well, I mean,
those.
I
like
have-
Steins Gate
what?
is one of the greatest animes ever made. So
Yeah, like
Oh, go ahead.
because like really, I only have time for the mainstream stuff, but I haven't gotten into a few other things that aren't completely mainstream, but I still think are really good though. So yeah.
if you can, in 2015, try Steins Gate and then let
It's
us know
really
what
good.
you think. All right, well,
because you guys
I'm leaving you,
asked me, so.
Jets. I'll see you later. All right,
All right, see you, Tony.
peace.
Jets, what?
Yep. Another question is from LA Chaos. What kind of anime do you prefer, dubbed or subbed? And if not, can you watch an anime that starts off dubbed and then go to subbed, or the other way around?
That's interesting. No, okay. So it depends. Sometimes it depends on whatever I start it with. I don't have a preference. I feel like because a lot of times if I don't know, this is weird. I'll watch an anime subbed, but if I think about it in my head, they're talking in English, even though I've never seen it in English. Like I just translate. Like unless I'm consciously thinking about it, the subtitles, I actually don't notice that I'm reading subtitles when I watch it in Japanese. It honestly just translates directly. The only time that it will that'll kick me out of that trance is if the subtitles don't show up when they're supposed to. I'm just like, oh shit, I don't know what they're saying. But and I guess I have gone from sub to dub to a couple only maybe once or twice, and that was with Naruto. I did that with Naruto, and I was able to do that. I was able to watch the Dragon Ball movie in Japanese. Even though it was in I was able to zone out those voices. I mean, I don't do it if I don't have to, but I mean, I've definitely done it before. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I won't do it if I don't have to. If I sometimes I like an anime that's dubbed, but if I find out that the entire series isn't dubbed in English, then I'll just not even watch it in English because I don't want to watch half of it that's not available that's only available in English and the other half is only available in Japanese. So I just pick and choose. But a lot of times, though, I can say, though, Heaven's Lost Property, I've been watching in English, which I kind of semi-regret because that guy, the main character's voice is the dude from Dead Man in Wonderland, and his voice is fucking annoying. But if I find out a whole series is in English, I'll watch it in English. I won't even think about watching it in Japanese. But so I guess I prefer English in that sense. But yeah, I prefer. I guess yeah, it's all a mixed bag of tricks because Samurai Champloo I think has awesome dubbing too, and that's also another factor too is if the dubbing is really good. But something that stands out to me, especially since Funimation is the main people that dub stuff, is that after a while, if you watch enough dub, you'll start to hear the same voices everywhere, and that kind of pulls me out of the immersion if I'm hearing the same people. Because then whenever when I'm watching Heaven's Lost Property, whenever the main guy talks, I'm thinking, oh, this is the dude from Dead Man Wonderland. That is always in my back of my head. So yeah, for that reason, I don't it's okay to watch dubbed every once in a while, but I think you should be watching more subbed anime than dubbed anime. I think. So yeah.
I'm gonna say actually no, I'm gonna go ahead and let Black go first. Black.
If you can even utter a sentence.
What, Black?
Subbed anime.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you gotta say.
Yeah.
That's all you can say, really.
All right. Now,
And I agree.
try to stay alive.
Subbed.
But
It's just more subbed than dubbed.
yeah, that's just. I'm a person. I actually only watch dubbed as right now. So, and
Really?
it is frustrating sometimes because of the lack of the category and having to wait for long extended periods of time for stuff to get dubbed and be released. And of course, there's the thing that HeavenlyController pointed out, you'll hear similar voices, but once you've watched enough, I honestly the voices. I just it doesn't even register with me like that. Even though I know oh yeah, I've heard this before, but it's as long as I'm into the story itself, it's not really that big of a deal. But no, if I watch something dubbed, there's no way I could go and watch it subbed, and same thing vice versa, because you just get attached to the original voice actors that you hear, so it'd just be a little too jarring to just switch.
Yeah, and then if you do switch, it's if you switch from one to the other, you can't ever go back. For me, I remember this was the first anime I even watched in Japanese was Naruto Shippuden, because back when I was watching stuff like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, and things like that, Yu-Gi-Oh, stuff on TV, it was on English, so I was used to watching stuff in English. But the reason that made me watch Shippuden because Naruto was like in its filler arc on Toonami, and then it stopped airing. And then when I found out there was Shippuden, Shippuden never really aired on TV until like way later. So when I found out there was Shippuden, I was like, there's a second there's a time skip series, and it was available on Naruto.com or whatever. So I went on there, and it was obviously on Japanese, and so I just had to watch in Japanese. And now if I were to go back and watch the Naruto series, even though I think almost a good portion of it is available in English, I wouldn't watch it in English. I would never go back to watching Naruto in English again, even the first half. I the only thing that's weird to me though is that when I play the Naruto games, I play them in English, but I can't watch the series in English though. It's just I just mentally subconsciously make that differentiation. So yeah.
Any other questions? We have one from Gaming Ethos. He asked, have we seen Me, and our thoughts on it, and that he really enjoys the deeper understanding of the short. Have you seen it yet?
I still need to watch that.
Yeah,
no, I mean,
I was thinking, I probably should watch that now, but.
Yeah, no, I was going to watch that too, and I never got to. I've seen bits and pieces of it, but from what I've seen though, I can't say that. It's one of those things where you can take it either way. Some people are going to think of it as just another your average fare of what you call it, just that type of ecchi nudity stuff. Yeah, but I really see it as almost of a critique of it, like a satirical take of it, even though that's the ecchi stuff like that is supposed to try to be funny to begin with. But I don't even think that the series acknowledges it either. I think that it kind of almost makes fun of it. I just know how the series will start out. It starts out in his room, and then he goes through a series of weird shit, and then he ends up back in the same place. And I think that what it's kind of saying is that you're really kind of when you're the people, because the people who watch shonen mainstream stuff is the people who are there's a certain level of anime. But I think that the audience that watches all that crazy anime, that watches a lot of them, they kind of those are kind of people they kind of they kind of not necessarily even the genre, just like the otaku that watches all those different genres of anime, and he has the dolls of the characters in his room and stuff. Which I hope there are that many people like that in real life. But when I see an anime, there are a lot of characters that are like that. There was one I was watching. It was called Hack something, and I think that's on English too. But there was that guy, and he was his otaku friend would come to life and talk to him and shit. It was really weird. It was Hack Data or something like that. But and then so basically, but anyways, what I was saying is that he ends up in the same spot, kind of like being an otaku, being a shut-in or whatever you want to call it, in your room watching all your ecchi and stuff like that, is really just wasting away. He's you see in the Me, he's in his room and his room's all dirty and stuff, and he's just kind of just wasting away in there. It's kind of depressing. So the series really it highlights a lot of that stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, my thoughts are pretty similar to yours. I haven't actually seen it. I watched a couple other people's thoughts on it, and so I picked up some clips just from watching those. And I guess my understanding of it is you can take it either one of two ways. You can take it in a more symbolic way, or you can just take it at face value, which is a bunch of pretty I don't know how to phrase it, but I guess pretty in-depth fan service, and with a lot of sexual imagery and stuff like that that's going on. So, or you can take it symbolically and try to pull what you think that the author is trying to say from it, and it can either be you can take it as a critique on fan service, or even a critique on otaku, or neat culture, or as a whole, if you really wanted to, I guess. So, I think it's interesting, and from what I saw, the animation of it was really, really good too. So I probably should watch the whole thing, but I'm definitely intrigued. It's just the level of, I guess for lack of a better word, vulgarity is kind of off-putting a little bit. But I'm probably gonna give it a shot eventually, hopefully. Black, what are your thoughts on it?
For me, oh yeah, Black. Let's see, what's your one word of the day?
It's dope.
All right, Black.
Yeah, that's a symbolism.
No, but oh yeah, the symbolism, imagery.
I wish I could.
No, but what I was gonna say is that something.
I'm killing myself to talk.
Well, I was gonna say something that Oh, sorry, I just cut you off. I didn't hear what the hell you said.
I wish I could say more about my thoughts, but I'm literally killing myself to talk.
Okay, but no, what I was saying is, what was I saying? Something that the Mimi thing made me think about was that what I can say is, because I'm not really a fan of like too much like crazy fan service and all this like stuff, like how Fairy Tail like has like a shit ton of it and everything like that. Something that I like, I don't mind fan service and stuff like that when it doesn't interfere with the storytelling, when it's like never acknowledged. Like High School of the Dead is a perfect example that there's just like fan service just galore everywhere, but they never actually say anything about it. They literally just put it there and pretend like it's not there. Like I don't like when series they actually like they're constantly talking about their boobs and stuff like that, and it interferes with the story, and then the series becomes about the fan service. But like, and also kind of like me, High School of the Dead, a lot of times used in our artistical manner, so to speak, if you would even say, like how we were talking about. There was one instance where he shot a bullet and it passed through the girl's boobs and stuff. That shit was cool to me. Like, but like that's the kind of stuff to where it doesn't make me feel uncomfortable. It's kind of like that was fucking hilarious. It was like funny and badass at the same time. So I like when this when shows do that. And even like the subtle stuff, like when a girl will like she'll like be walking around and her boobs will just be bouncing around and stuff. Like there's a certain level of degree. Like there's this one series. It's called I forgot what it was called Rail Wars, and there was just a shit ton of just bouncing like there's they would go a little bit overboard in that one, but in shows like High School of the Dead, which was a good example, like there's a lot of it in there, but it doesn't really interfere with this. It's just like eye candy, really. It's just kind of just like it's just like window dressing. It's not actually defining what the series is in terms of storytelling and plot and stuff like that. So that's the kind of fan service I'm okay with. But like with Fairy Tail, oh my goodness, they had a whole episode dedicated to a swimsuit competition. Yeah, I don't.
Oh yeah, like I actually just watched that.
That's a little bit too much. That's too much right there. I don't like that when they do all that crap. So.
I got another question. I guess it shouldn't take that long to answer, and it'll probably help Black with his one-word situation. Favorite genres, even though we touched on that, I think, in the last episode a little bit.
Action.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like action is the best one to just go.
Like
and you
shonen.
Know, also, yeah, like shonen anime. Like, but for me, I do like once again, like I said before, I don't mind exploring different genres, but I kind of feel as though a genre that has other elements in it, it still has to have action sprinkled within it. Like, for example, Rosario Vampire and Trinity 7 are two anime that have like romantic comedy elements in it, but there's still action in it. There's still fight scenes in it, so stuff like that. And I even like the Heaven's Lost Property anime from what I've seen so far, just because like that one is legit. Like it's so funny, it has me like my stomach hurting laughing sometimes. And then there's like action-based elements in it. Like, have you watched Heaven's Lost Property? Thisvthattv?
Yes, loved it. I finished it.
Yeah, so okay,
last year.
I'm on like the second or third episode, but something that just made me freaking laughing my ass off was the fact that like they had like panties just flying around like birds, like like just saying it isn't funny enough. Like you have to actually see it in the context, and it was the stupidest hilarious shit ever. Like stuff like that. Like I literally was like, this is so stupid, but I have to watch more of this now. Like this is amazing.
Yeah, it's really good. It's hilarious the entire way through.
Yeah. I also like the type of character, like, this is a lot of, like, a recycled character type, but I like a character like Icarus, where, she starts out kind of like, her only, like, she doesn't really have a lot of emotion, her only, like, purpose in life is to serve her master or whatever, but, like, in a scenario where they're, like, which I don't know, which I assume this might have to be the way it turns out or anything, but I haven't finished it, but it seems like one of those series where she starts out as, like, a servant, and then the people she hangs around kind of just bring some humanity to her, and then she eventually starts to have feelings and emotions of her own, and her own free will, things like that. So I like characters that are like that. Like there are a lot of series that do that, where like there's a character, they start out as an android or an alien or whatever it may be, and they're really cold and calculative, and then they end up being like human, really more human like characters. So that was another element about it that I like too. So yeah, I like shows like that. But definitely action is my favorite genre. It's just like I can take other genres, but it needs action sprinkled in. Otherwise, it can't really keep my attention. Like it'll get boring after a while.
I guess just to answer the question quickly, I guess like I'm a fan of pretty much any genre. of anime, but I had to pick a favorite. I guess more CNN-esque style shows. Or I got corrected from pronunciation on that last episode, so and I still don't know how to say it. So,
wait, what does that pertain to exactly?
CNN is I guess, or however you pronounce it, is usually directed at people, men 18 and up, and it's usually it has darker themes. It shows like Jormungand or Black Lagoon and stuff like that. Just stuff like in that area, and
like
psychological,
like darker than black, like that.
Yeah, it's stuff kind of like that, but also pretty much everything. I like it. I can tolerate almost any genre. But another question is another one from Laser Show 9876. What's the most disturbing anime you've ever seen?
Most disturbing.
Also, I apologize because finding questions on the YouTube comment system for this is actually pretty difficult.
Yeah, next time we should just have people like tweet at us or something like that, you know?
Yeah, but most disturbing anime you've ever seen? Go ahead, Black.
Elfen Lied.
What? You said Elfen Lied?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched Elfen Lied yet. Yeah, man. Oh.
What's yours, Heavenly?
Gosh, it's hard. I'm sure I've watched some that are like really disturbing. There was this. Oh crap, I can't remember. There was this one series, and the reason I think it was so disturbing to watch, I don't even remember what it was called. All I know is that it involved a red ninja or something like that. But I watched it. It was on VHS, and I was like 10 years old when I watched it, and it was funny. I got it for Christmas. It was a VHS tape. My parents saw me watching the den. They were like, "What the hell are you watching?" They saw me watching in the living room. They took it from me because like someone gave it to me. I didn't know what it was. It was like it came with an action figure and everything. So like it was like some red ninja, but there was like some real graphic imagery in it. There was like there was like rape in there. There was that guy, he bit a girl's tit off and stuff, and it was really trippy. And I was just like watching it like, what the hell? Like I was just like captivated. Like I don't even know what I felt like when I was watching it. Like if I was disturbed or if I was amazed. I was just like in shock. Like I was just entranced. Like this was something I didn't even see before. Like something such a graphic cartoon or whatever like that. But yeah, I mean, man, see, I'd have to sleep on that question. I'd have to think on that for a while because I've definitely seen some disturbing stuff though. But like the only thing the last thing that I've watched that isn't like compared to some stuff that I know is way more disturbing. It's not that disturbing, but I can say that Tokyo Ghoul does get a little bit like graphic like sometimes. Like, because they have, like, cannibalism and torture and stuff, like, elements like that in there. And that's always kind of, like, really edgy to watch, so, yeah, stuff like that. And the stuff that's most disturbing, too, is, like, the stuff that, like kind of messes with your head, too. Like, it's not actually what's physically happening on screen. It's just, like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but you would know what I'm talking about if you saw it. Like,
I think I know. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. But
yeah, like this like when they don't show you everything and they just kind of leave stuff to the imagination. That's the kind of stuff that really trips with me. So yeah,
definitely.
Like that.
Yeah. I guess for me, disturbing wise, if you watch anime for a long time, you're gonna get desensitized to a lot of stuff that keeps happening over and over again. But I would say probably the OVA for High School of the Dead. That just really got on my nerves. It's terrible. It is. That is probably my least favorite anime I've ever watched, and it's just 20 minutes of just the most. I don't even remember exactly which one, except that I hated like every minute that I watched of it. That was pretty. I can't think of anything that disturbed me.
Was it disturbing in like a zombie type of way, or what do you mean?
No, it was just like the fan service was just ridiculous.
Oh, like a fan service type. Oh, okay.
Like yeah, it was just ridiculous. I just couldn't deal with it.
I knew there was an OVA, but like I never really thought like I was interested in watching it. The moment I saw like literally the cover art for it was Psycho with like a sword shoved between her boobs. I was like, okay, that doesn't look like it has anything to do with anything. I don't need to watch that.
Oh, it's terrible. It's bad.
But yeah, I just finished High School of the Dead recently though, so but yeah. That's definitely some weird stuff like and okay, well here's something that was disturbing that I never actually finished, but I remember watching portions of it, and I guess this was before I even knew what the hell this was. Like it's actually categorized as hentai, which I didn't even know, but it was a series. It was called BlackCriticGuy, and I remember watching portions of that. Some girl told me to watch it. She's like, watch BlackCriticGuy. She's all laughing. I'm like, why? And so I googled and watched it, and then like I was oh this is porn like, but it was disturbing. I was like oh I can't watch this. This I can't believe this even exists like, and so yeah that was some really disturbing stuff too like. Oh my goodness! Oh god! See, I don't even want to think about that kind of stuff. That's just like super hardcore stuff. That shouldn't even come in the conversation. That's how disturbing that stuff is. So
yeah, I'm gonna stray away from hentai conversations today. I don't mess with that.
Just, oh my goodness.
We all got it.
So yeah. Oh well, like yeah. I mean, and I guess like this is because like
Don't deal with it.
like I don't like another stuff that like that's disturbing too is when like hentai elements are sprinkled in like series like when they have like Asuna getting attacked by tentacles and stuff. I'm like, the hell? What does this really need to be here? So,
yeah, they'll try to sneak stuff like that into shows, and it's. But yeah, moving on, I guess. Another question from Julie Batje or Julie Bot. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it.
This has to be the last question for me. I gotta go after this one.
Okay, yeah, we'll do the last question because Black is dying over here.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
the best mech shows aside from Gurren Lagann and Code Geass. Black, you're a big mech fan, so what's your opinion on this?
I can't pronounce the name right now, but it was dope.
Try to pronounce it.
There's also
What's it about?
Gundam X is one of them.
Okay.
Big O is a classic. And there's I forgot the name right now, but it's like on the tip of my tongue. This shit was dope.
Okay, well for me, like some mech shows that I've really liked, like I know Tony likes this a lot too. Is I like Zoids, and I like some of the earlier Gundams, like I like Gundam Wing, and then there was another Gundam show I can't remember what it was called, but I just remember the main character he had the burning Gundam and he had the burning finger attack. I remember I like that one too, and also I have only watched a couple of it, but Code Geass I like the mech battles in that one too, and then another one it was called. What was it called? It was something Science Notes. It was some weird name, but
Robotics Notes?
Wait, say that again?
Robotics Notes?
Yeah, I like that one. And also there was an I probably my favorite one, which has kind of like it's like a romantic comedy elements sprinkled into it, is Full Metal Panic. That's probably one of my favorite mech shows too.
Vanguard was decent, but it was like a harem too.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've seen that. I saw part of Full Metal Panic, but the animation coupled with the what else was there? Was something else in the series that was kind of annoying. But I ended up just dropping that. I might have taken a little bit.
I like that one for the story. Like I thought that one actually had a really good story. Like it has its slow moments though. I have to admit, like towards the beginning, but like it's one of the like longer series.
It's pretty long. There's like 3 seasons of it.
Yeah, there's a couple seasons, but like it has really good storytelling. Like it's one of those ones where like if you get past some of the slow parts, you can start to just like binge watch the several episodes because it's captivating and stuff like that. And then there was another mech show I was just about to say. I can't remember though.
Aquarion, but that's really good.
Aquarion is another one.
Oh no, I dropped Aquarion. I tried so hard to finish that shit. I couldn't. I really could not finish it.
That's another one I think that you have to kind of push through certain parts of it.
I tried. I dropped it after like 3 episodes. Came back, watched another 3, dropped it again, and got to 10, and then I said, "Forget it, I'm done." Oh, because I wanted to watch it.
That was hard. Imagine how hard it was for me to bust through frickin' One Piece. There were so many times where I got tired of watching One Piece and came back to it. I still haven't got caught up though. I was able to watch through like a good portion during like the Great like War, whatever you want to call it, arc. But like I'm at the part where like I'm in like the 500s and it's hard. I'm like going like episode per like 6 months. Like I'm just going really slow through them. So yeah. That's all I got though. I gotta go now.
Okay. Thank you guys for tuning in. I guess I'll answer the question really quick. My favorite mech shows, aside from Code Geass, which is my favorite anime of all time, just letting you know, would probably be Eureka 7 and...
Oh, Eureka 7? Oh, that's why I pronounced it.
And, Tenchi Muyo War on Geminar. Very underrated mech anime. Fantastic in my opinion. But
Tenchi Muyo, like a Tenchi Muyo mech anime? Is that
yes, it was the latest spinoff, Tenchi Muyo War on Geminar.
I gotta watch that now.
It's amazing, actually.
Galleon, oh my god.
It's really good. But thank you guys for tuning in to this live Q&A, and but I hope you guys will tune in next week when we resume our regularly scheduled podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in.